So this person posted this TikTok, right? And it got some traction on Twitter, and we're gonna watch it. And they turned off the comments. The comments were interesting. They were very interesting, but we're gonna just get to the TikTok.
Jimmy, I love to play with my. Say it. Balls.
I will say the audio is funny, but I also don't like Dr. Phil that much. I made a video about Dr. Phil. I don't like him that much, but the audio is funny. Dr. Phil has some funny audios. Okay, so like saying you shouldn't self-diagnose is very ableist isn't the word. Privileged is the word, because some people don't have the money to diagnose or get diagnosed. I mean, yes, there are things within different disorders that are very similar, and so going to get diagnosed is probably the better thing to do. But some people don't have the money for that, and like, you know yourself the best, right? So going and looking up information on what you're going through is a good way to figure out what you have. And like, to be honest, to an extent, we do diagnose ourselves a little bit before going to get help. I mean, does that make sense? Because like, you have to figure out something is wrong before going to get help. I mean, is that too like simplified? I don't know I don't know the word for this, but and not to mention, I mean, there was a comment on this that I can't find it right now because the comments are off, but she was like, oh yeah, and bonus points if these people have went to multiple therapists or psychiatrists and they won't diagnose them. And it's like, okay, but I went to a therapist early on just to bring up myself, and they threw board games in front of me and diagnosed me with mood disorder NOS and like didn't actually talk to me. So it's like, sometimes, I mean, now I have great therapists, so saying therapists are bad is not what I'm trying to say in any way, shape, or form. But sometimes you know yourself better than other people because, you know, some therapists are amazing, other therapists just aren't the best. So it's really trial and error of finding someone that you get along with well and finding someone that, you know, meshes well with. Also, with the disorders I have, I had to find a new therapist like not a year ago, a little longer than a year ago, or a couple of years ago. I don't know, time is a lot to take in. And like, a lot of people would not take me because they didn't understand my disorder well enough. And then in the comments they were like, oh, I don't have an issue with poor people and da 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 da. And it's like, the hypocrisy in the comments was just a mess, but I can't show you any of them. Okay, so we're moving on from this.